Namaste and welcome to Nikki's Toolkit. I am Nikki. Thank you for joining me in this energetic space where we share time, we share thoughts, we share ideas, we share tools to support a wholesome, nourishing, and supportive life. So today I would like to take some time to go a little bit further on choosing how to nourish ourselves. You know, we're living in a time and space where so much has shifted for so many people and shifted dramatically. And for many persons, the shift continues. And a lot of people are struggling to keep up, to manage it, to stay afloat, to go with the ebb and the flow and still not feel like they are being overwhelmed or overtaken. There is a lot of anxiety in a lot of spaces, a lot of dis-ease in a lot of spaces. And so at this time, I find that for me, I find it very, very supportive to be able to navigate anything that's happening in the space when I stay grounded. And I stay grounded by choosing to nourish myself. And these are a few things that help me and help me exponentially. So I'd love to share them with you. So as we're choosing to nourish ourselves, the first thing I do is I engage in keeping it simple. A lot of the times we overcomplicate things. And yes, nourishment manifests in a lot of ways. So a lot of the times, perhaps when people think about physical nourishing of the self, it probably includes, maybe going for a massage, maybe having a holiday. These are some of the things that come. These options are not available to many persons now for several reasons because of how much has happened and changed in our world. But it doesn't mean we don't have what's available to get ourselves nourished and to keep ourselves nourished. So I always like to say, keep it simple. And I always practice keeping it simple. So whether it is that, and by simple I mean going for a walk, turning on some music and dancing, having a cup of tea, reading a book, sitting in silence, gardening, planting something. These are simple ways that are so supportive. So I've just given you a couple ideas. Once you sit and you think about it, then try something on for size. So if you've never planted anything before and you are resonating with gardening, you don't have a huge yard space, maybe you don't even have yard space, but guess what? Find a pot. If you don't have a pot, find a bottle, find a container, get some soil and plant something. Start caring for something, watching it grow, watching it evolve, watching it move out from one space to the next. You will see how amazingly supportive that process is. If dancing resonates with you and where you are, there's nowhere to go for live music, put on a song, find something and dance like you've never danced before. And feel and stay in the moment. Keep it simple and try it on for size. And then the next thing that is very supportive for me, once I have kept it simple, once I try something on for size, is I set myself up for success. So trying it on for size gives us the opportunity to be able to say, you know what, when I just turned on some music and I just danced, I felt so good when I was finished. I would like to do this more often. So set myself up for success by saying, okay, once a week, once a day, 2 minutes a day, whether it's morning or evening, I'm just going to put on a song and dance. If it's gardening, every evening when I come home, I'm going to set aside half an hour. Or if you are working from home or staying home, I'm going to set aside half an hour. And that is dedicated time, just the garden. If it is that it's taking a walk, even if you can't go anywhere, even if it's in the immediate space that you're in, dedicate 5 or 10 minutes to doing it. And you will recognize that just starting is setting yourself up for success. And even if it's 5 minutes, it's setting yourself up for success. If you've thought about engaging in a meditation practice and you were thinking, I can't find a whole hour to do this, how am I going to do this? Start with 5 minutes and watch it unfold as your day will give you the 1 hour if that is what you need. So, I want to thank you for choosing to share time and space with me today, as I invite you to make the choice to continue to nurture and nourish yourselves. And the 3 tips I'd like to leave with you today is keep it simple, try it on for size, and set yourself up for success. I wish you the absolute best experience ever in finding and expanding the ways to nourish yourself. Thank you for joining me on Nikki's Toolkit. It is always such a pleasure to share time and space with you. Namaste.